Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0M. For my dear audience, in this video I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of dry iron project or dye iron tools or different other die crafting in through a metal. So, dear audience, when we talk about an iron, then different question arise in our mind, like how to make an iron at home, or what are some detailed in iron working process, or how does an iron work, or how is iron made step by step. So, uh, different question. Dear audience, since an iron is basically just a hot piece of metal, you can create a dry version by boiling some water in a metal kitchen pot or pan. So once it's heated up, dump out the water and carefully use the heated bottom of of the pot to glide over the surface of the wrinkled piece of clothing. So iron is a mineral. In if we talk about its and our foods, then iron is a mineral that our body need for growth. In other hand, but how is iron made in step by step in the blast furnace process? Iron ore, coke, processed coal, and limestone. The charge are put into a vessel lined with the refractory. When heated, the coke reacts with oxygen, and the limestone combines with the impurities and remove them from the ore. So, if we talk in a different, iron is a chemical element and a metal. It is the most common chemical element on Earth and the most widely used metal. It makes up much of the Earth's core and is the fourth most common elements in the Earth's crust. So its atomic number is 26 because each atom has protons. So the metal is used a lot because it is strong and cheap. Iron is the main ingredient used to make steel. So iron is magnetic, attract to magnets, and its compound magnitude is permanently magnetic. In some region, iron was used around 2 1200 BC. That event is considered the transition from Bronze Age to Iron Age. So, dear audience, but in my video, I specially prescribe is some metal made things or iron made things like is a table, different birds, different. I think that indoor or outdoor beautiful thing or a chair by made of metal or by made an iron expenses. So if we talk about say, its property, then is it is a physical property for making. I also prescribe specially iron is a gray silvery metal. It is a magnetic, though different allotropes of iron have different magnetic qualities. So iron is easily found, mined, and smelted, which is why it is so useful. Pure iron is soft and very malleable. So iron is reactive. It reacts with the most acids like sulfuric acid. It makes a ferrous sulfate when it reacts with sulfuric acid. This reaction with sulfuric acid is used to clean metal. So iron reacts with air and water to make rust. When the rust flakes off, more iron is exposed, allowing more iron to rust. Eventually, the whole piece of iron is rusted away. Other metals like aluminium do not rust away. So iron can be alloyed with chromium to make stainless steel, which does not rust under most conditions. So iron powder can react with sulfur to make iron sulfide, a hot black solid. So iron uh, also I think reacts with the halogens to make iron halides like iron chloride. Iron reacts with the hydrohalic acids to make iron halides like iron chloride. So chemical compound, if we talk about, then iron makes chemical compounds with other elements. Normally, the other elements oxidize iron. Sometimes two electrons are taken and sometimes three. So compounds where iron has two electrons taken are called ferrous compound. Compounds where iron has three electrons taken are called ferric compounds. Ferrous compound have iron in its two oxidation state. So ferric compounds have iron in its three oxidation state. So iron compound can be black, brown, yellow, green, or purple. It's also a chemical compound. So ferrous compounds are weak, reducing agents. Many of them are green or blue. So the most common ferrous compound is ferrous sulfate. So ferrous compounds are oxidizing agent. So many of them are brown. The most common ferric compound is ferric oxide. The same thing as rust. One reason why iron rust is because ferric oxide is an oxidizing agent. It oxidizes iron, rusting it even under paint. So that's why if there is a small scratch in the paint, the whole thing can rust. So for making these things, iron compound is essential, like is a compound in the plus 2 oxidation state are weak reducing agents. So they are normally light colored. They react with oxygen in air. They are also known as ferrous compounds. So iron sulfide, a shiny chemical that reacts with the acids to release hydrogen sulfide found in the ground. So iron sulfate, a blue-green crystalline chemical made by reacting sulfuric acid with steel, used to reduce poisons like chromate in concrete, and iron second chlorides, a pale green crystalline chemical made by reacting hydrochloric acid with steel. So iron hydroxide, a dark green powder made by electrolyzing water with an iron anode, reacts with oxygen and turns brown. So iron oxide, black, flammable, rare. So mixed oxidation state. These compounds are rare. Only one is common, and they are found in the ground. So iron oxide, a black mineral used as ore of iron, contain iron in plus 2 and plus 3 oxidation state. So iron oxide rust, red brown dissolved in acid. So iron chloride poisonous and corrosive dissolved in water to make dark brown acidic solution made by reacting iron with hydrochloric acid and an oxidizing agent. So iron nitrate, light purple, corrosive, used in etching. So iron sulfate, rare, light brown, dissolves in water, made by reacting iron with sulfuric acid and oxidizing agent. So, dear audience, if we talk about iron making, then iron is made in large factories called ironwork by reducing hematite with carbon cox. So this happen in large containers called furnaces. So the blast furnaces is filled with iron or coke and limestone. So, dear audience, I think that my video and my idea, iron made things much interesting you, and you gain from my ideas. I think much. If dear audience you like, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video with your affectionate listening and learning and loving. Thank you very much, guys. Once again, thank you very much.